YouTube channel. This is a new thing that I really want to do this year. I've got a really exciting time ahead and I kind of just wanted to share that with everyone. I've basically got 6 months until I'm getting married and it's going to be kind of crazy times, but hopefully exciting, and maybe if this all goes horribly wrong you can all learn from my mistakes. But also I'm really into fashion and interiors. Anyone that follows me on Instagram will know how much I love playing around with my looks and love playing around with styling around the house and things, and so I want to use this to share some of that. But maybe I should start by telling you a little bit about who I am. So I've worked in, obviously I'm Jenny, hi. I've worked in fashion PR for about 6 or 7 years before I then made the move into the corporate world. I now work for a really big tech company. Sun's like not really being my friend, so I'm just gonna maybe slightly that way, that's a bit better. He's coming out and blinding me. So basically I live in a Maidenhead, in a gorgeous semi-detached house. We really like character, so there's a lot of character, so I really want to be able to share some of that with you. I probably won't do it in this video, but I think in the next video I'm gonna do a tour of the house. I always get really good compliments from my friends when they come around and things. Not that they're going to tell me that they hate it, but hopefully they're being genuine when they say they like it, because they also don't have to say that. The other thing that I wanted to do today as well, because it's the start of a new year, there's a couple of things that I've done to kind of give me the encouragement to do this finally, and I've been thinking about it for a while, but also to just kickstart my year. Like, I was feeling a bit flat and depleted at the end of last year. I'm not sure why, like maybe just exhausted from the year, and like the anticipation of this year and things. Like, I've been a bit behind because I was feeling a bit like overwhelmed with stuff that I had to do. So hopefully, you know, I've managed to like kickstart this year in the right way. So, and there's a couple of things that I've been doing, tools that I've been using, stuff I've been listening to, reading, that it just might be useful for you guys to have that info as well if you're like struggling to find motivation or kind of doubting yourself, and not achieving things that you want to achieve. So yeah, but first I'm gonna have to get a cup of tea because I feel half asleep still, so we'll continue this downstairs. I just wanted to share what I'm wearing as well. So this little crop top is from John Lewis. I can't remember the brand, but I'll link it below. And then these leggings are from Varley. I basically bought some, Varley's really expensive, let's be honest, but I basically bought some like leopard print ones in the sale, and they were so freaking comfortable that I had just had to go back and get the black ones, even though they're quite pricey, like more than I would normally spend on activewear. But so worth it. These are so comfortable. I do obviously like wear this stuff to the gym as well, but not today, friends. I'm just working from home today. And then this little cozy number, is a cardigan from H&M. It comes with like fluffy trousers and a crop top, so a really cute matching set. But my sister got me these last Christmas, so I doubt it's still in stock, because anything in H&M that's like popular or good just sort of goes like that. So it's probably not available still, but I'll try and find something similar. And then just finally, I'll do this actually, little fluffy slippers, which are from Matalan. So again, might not be able to find the exact ones, but there's plenty of these kind of slippers around. I've actually got another pair that are grey that are from, I think, Boohoo or PrettyLittleThing.com, not sure. But yeah, so just wanted to share that look in case you're loving it. Okay, let's do this. Let's kickstart the new year. Just turn that off, save the old electricity. I think I'm going to pop you down here, if that works. Can you see me? Kind of, not really. She's new to this, give her a chance. Right, is that better? Let's talk about things that I'm doing this year to kind of kickstart my year. So one of the things I'm doing is following Jacqueline Hurst on Instagram. I don't know if you've heard of her, but she's a really big life coach. She's got like really good kind of, she gives me like daily, like, you can do it, don't believe all the negative thoughts in your head, all of that kind of stuff. So she was really good to follow, like for a little daily boost, should we say. Okay, sorry, I went to go and grab something. We're back. Where is she? Still not organised. The Mel Robbins podcast. Jeez, I don't know what I'm doing. So, I'm listening to the Mel Robbins podcast. I will link below, obviously. But she has just changed my life and the way I think about things. Like, I find her, I think she started these like a year ago. I've like gone straight down. Yeah, the first one was like 6th of October 2022. She talked about like 3 simple steps to change your life, 2 ways to take power back when you feel insecure and motivation is garbage, yada yada yada. But just like, it's really interesting. So she has like, I've only listened to a couple of episodes, but she's like interviewed her daughter about like her daughter's anxiety and, you know, how her daughter has managed to change her mindset in certain situations. She talks to professionals, she talks to her research team who have loads of like knowledge. So, you know, it's quite like well-rounded. She talks about her own experience of anxiety and how she like hit rock bottom and kind of clawed her way back to being one of the most like successful podcasts. So if you haven't had a listen, I really, really, really recommend. And one of the tips I really love that I've already been using is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rule, which is basically where like you count yourself down before you do something. It's really interesting that she basically listened to like, saw like a rocket launch, and that's what gave her the idea to try and like count herself down. So for example, like say that you're like ignoring an email from work or something, and you don't want to sort of do that email, you kind of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you just do it. So that's one of the things I'm doing, listening to her podcast and getting loads of other great tips too. I tend to listen to her when I'm running as well, so I'm like completely in the zone, absorbing everything she's saying. But I always feel like really, she's just such a cool cheerleader, and I always feel really buzzy when I come off her podcast. So do give it a listen. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, if you've got any other podcast recommendations, I particularly like, for some reason, like when it comes to podcasts, I like it to be wellness. I've tried to listen to slightly different ones, but I always come back to the wellness ones. I don't know whether it's because I listen to them when I'm running, or I don't know, like, I don't know. I just really like those ones. So having said that, Solver happy. I'm only 40 pages into this. Now, technically I bought James this as a Christmas present because he struggles with like anxiety. He's also an engineer, so I thought he'd like the engineer your path to joy. But I thought he'd really enjoy this. And I thought it'd be interesting, an interesting read. And he's on page 60 now, but I was ahead of him and was on page 40 because I basically started reading his Christmas present before him. That's really naughty, isn't it? But yeah, he's really interesting, Mo. He lost his son, and he basically came up with how to be happy despite that. And there's some really interesting thoughts in there around how being happy is a natural state for us, and actually it's all the expectations of society or other people's thoughts that are then making us unhappy, because suddenly we look at what other people are doing, like classic kind of comparison syndrome. So I think, yeah, just some really interesting nuggets. And James last night when we were in bed was like, my mind's blown. He was like, so Mo says that like my thoughts aren't really my thoughts, and like my thoughts aren't real, and that just like blew his mind, which I thought was really funny. Maybe because I've been listening to so many wellness podcasts, I'm like, yeah, that's old news, and it kind of made sense to me as well. But yeah, I suppose like James is now a little bit flawed and is like, well, if I'm not my thoughts, like who am I? Like if my thoughts aren't real, then like am I real? So he's probably going to come home with like a massive complex. In fact, I shouldn't have bought him this book at all for Christmas. The other tip that I got from Mel Robbins' podcast is that apparently listening to birds tweet takes us to a natural state, and you hear birds tweet, you like instantly feel better and happier. So my alarm is no longer a really horrible ringtone. It is that just like you want to just shush immediately. It's now birds tweeting, and I think, like, honestly, I think that's had a massive impact. It sounds ridiculous, it's really simple, but it's had a really massive impact on like just when my alarm goes off. It's not horrible now. It's like, well, that's quite nice. Although I do snooze it because it like gets louder and louder, obviously, but like it's such a nicer way to wake up, so I totally recommend doing that. I am probably going to leave it there for today. I'm getting my nails done later, saying goodbye to these glorious, it's not going to focus, is it? These glorious, look at them, glorious nails. But Christmas is over, so they's got to go. So I'm doing that this evening. I probably won't vlog then because it'll be dark and you won't be able to see anything, so there's no point. But I will share what colour I go for tomorrow. Good evening, everyone. I am about to take the Christmas decorations down. It's Friday night, it's dark, it's been dark for hours. Work was really busy, so I've been, yeah, just been finishing off work, so doing this a little bit later than planned, but I really want to get the decorations down today, so that we can put them away and like give the place a bit of a spruce tomorrow, because Sunday I'm really busy and I'm not going to have a chance to do anything on Sunday, so I'm trying to, yeah, do some stuff tonight so that it means that I can enjoy a little bit of Saturday and just kind of like get things straight and go into next week ready and raring. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. James bought us delicious curry for tonight, so yeah.
Good morning, lovely people. It's Sunday. It's just gone 8 o'clock. I'm up, I'm dressed, I'm ready, because we've got to go to church. We're 2 church sessions away from getting our bands, like, application. You have to go a certain amount of times to get your bands read, and then we can have our lovely Christian wedding. I'm also, it's going to be quite tight because I've got to then get over to Essex to watch the ballet with my family, so that's why I'm a little bit kind of maybe a bit glam for church. But I just wanted to share what I'm wearing because I don't think I'll be able to later because it's going to be like quite a windy day by the looks of it. So I was like, you're not going to be able to hear me if I try and do it later when I'm walking to the ballet. So this dress is from H&M. I'm just wearing some thick tights, which I think were from Primark, these ones. I've also got some Calzedonia ones, but I'm pretty sure these are the Primark ones. And then just my Mango ankle boots, which I just pretty much wear to death at this time of year. And that's it. I'll probably wear just like my black jacket, my black tailored coat that I wear a lot. Seen it on Instagram a lot. It's from River Island, and probably my Gucci, because I love her and she goes with everything and I wear her all the time. Hello everyone. Let's see if you're, there we go. Hi everyone. So I'm in the car now, we've just got back from church. Just wanted to jump on and say, oh my god, did you hear that thunder? Yeah, I don't even know if you can hear me because it's like hammering it down. But we just got back from church. It was such a lovely church. They were really welcoming. We had like tea and cake after. They gave out rattles for like the end song. So like James was playing a drum. I was playing like a little shaker to sing the last hymn. And James also got asked to put like a camel on the nativity set at the start, which is so cute. It was so cute. Yeah, it was just really lovely, and I feel like my cup's really full now. I've like been to church as a child and stuff, but obviously don't go so much anymore. But I have to say that was really lovely, and everyone was super nice, and yeah, kind of want to go back. But anyway, moving on. I actually wanted to jump on to talk about my nails because I promised that I would show you when I had better lighting. So this is Pillar Box Red, I think, or is it just called Pillar Box? I'm not sure. But I get it done at the Charlotte Emery Beauty Studio, and I use Biosculpture, which is just much nicer for your nails considering I get them done all the time. It's like much better for your nails than gel. So I really recommend. I will link the shade below in case you can't hear me, because I don't know if you can hear any of this. And now I'm going to drive to Essex because we're going to the Nutcracker, the ballet, with my family today. So I'm really excited to see my nieces. I'll try and do a bit of filming. I don't know, obviously this is my first vlog. My family don't know that I'm doing this yet, so, and also we get shouted at like a lot last time. We were told off for talking during the ballet, so they might tell me off if they see me with a camera or something, but I will try. And I've also just added this little headband from ASOS, I think it was. Yeah, which I'll try and link below, or link something similar. But I just think it's really cute. I bought it for my aunt's wedding earlier this year, and I plan to wear it on my hen do and things. I just thought it added a bit of extra, you know, extra oomph for the ballet. So yeah, see you later.